बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, उम्मीद करता हूँ आप खैरियत से होंगे। दुआ करता हूँ कि अल्लाह ताला आपकी तमाम जायज़ ख्वाहिशात पूरी फरमाए। आज जिस टॉपिक पे मैं बात करने जा रहा हूँ वो पुलवामा अटैक है। पूरी दुनिया में ये एक किस्म का अपरोर क्रिएट हुआ है कि more than 50 Indian army personnel were killed in this Pulwama attack. We have been having various kind of analysis also on media. Indian media is also at the top of the list in you can say bashing out various kind of opinions about this topic also. Pakistani media has also been broadcasting various views and reviews and analytical arguments of various politicians and government people also, the people who are involved in the establishment of Pakistan. A clear-cut press conference has also been done by the Inter-Services Public Relations DGISPR. So various kind of opinions have been roaming about. तो अगर बात क्लियरली की जाए, पुलवामा अटैक मेरी राय के मुताबिक, जहां तक एज फार एज माई व्यू इज कंसर्न, इससे बढ़ के कोई नहीं है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ सम dacoits, some burglars are ransacking the house of a person, and these persons, in retaliation, in self-defense, or in some other way, give reactionary movement, and the dacoits or the burglars are killed, who you are going to blame? Likewise is the situation here in occupied Kashmir. Please keep in mind, I am using the word occupied Kashmir. It has been a grave issue. Even it was a grave issue before the making of Pakistan. So remember, जो लोग मेरी वीडियो मुकम्मल तौर पर देखेंगे वो ये याद रखें कि मैं ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर की बात कर रहा हूँ। First of all, whoever is going to watch my video must give me one answer. Can India give a legitimate cause against the Kashmiris, against the invasion, against the establishing of military personnel in the territory of Kashmir? Why plebiscite is not being done there? Why democratic process is not propagating there? Why the decisions made by the UN are not given practical shape by the Indian administration, by the Indian government? More than you can say 5 times since the birth of a nascent state of Pakistan, the issue of Kashmir had been lingering on, and more than 5 or 4 verdicts had been rendered by United Nations General Assembly, by the world body, that Indian occupation upon the Kashmiris is not able to be legitimized. It cannot be legitimized. So first of all, just as I gave the instance of the burglar and the defense person, there is no cause of raising the question that these army personnel were killed. India does not has any legitimate cause, any logical reason, and any practical ground before the International Court of Justice, before the world body, before the UN, or before any world platform to raise the issue of these killings. Because India herself is at guilt. For example, you have been shedding the blood of the innocent, naive, harmless Kashmiri people for decades and decades, and there is no accountability for that. And now, if your 40 or 50 soldiers, according to your version, it is not according to the world research, it is Indian media's mouth. It is the mouthpiece that is being propagated in the whole of the world through Indian media that 40 to 50 soldiers had been killed by this attack or whatever. So, how India can legitimize? How? You are going to ransack them? You are going to murder them, kill them? You are not going to allow them to practice their religious practices? You're not going to live their life according to their own wish. You're not going to allow them to do whatever they wish to. This is democracy. This is India is always proud of to be the world's biggest democracy, world's biggest secular state. It is a shameless kind of thing. First of all, my point is that on what ground India can raise the issue of these killings that the Kashmiri people, or the people according to the Indian version, the people were sent by the Pakistani military or the Pakistani establishment. First of all, they don't have moral cause. They lack the moral cause. Who you are going to blame? Who you are going to accuse? How you can legitimize? It's out of question, you can say. Even a child can give you the answer that usurping, confiscating, and depriving the rights of someone is not going to make you a good nation. This is my one point, that India has got no legitimate cause to raise this issue on international platform because India itself is at guilt. India is purely, properly at guilt. It does not have any proper, practical, grave cause to raise in front of the world, to raise in front of the people that why the Indian administration, why Indian politicians, why the Indian government are persisting on this issue for decades and decades. This is my first point. Second point of mine is, even on Diwali, patakhas are, if you can say, banged. The blame goes there to Indian army, the blame goes over there to Pakistani army, Pakistani people. And I've got no words to explain the mentality, the level of the wisdom, the creativity, the genuineness, the authenticity, and the, you can say, legitimacy of the things which are propagated by the Indian media. Such cheap mentality they are propagating. Such war-mongering ideas they are nourishing in their nation. Such, you can say, hegemonic kind of politicians are over there who are using their media as a mouthpiece, who are using the people as a mouthpiece, who are using their own vested interests. The elections are nearby. There's no doubt about it. And Modi, the chaiwala, the champion of Hindu-Muslim riots, the champion of Muslim massacre, you can say the champion of religious exploitation, the champion of exploiting the religion in order to gain power. Chaiwala Modi, if you are watching me, if you are listen to me. All these salutations are for you in particular. And it is only God's will that you are here at the prime post of India. So he is going to cash all these sentiments in the name of gaining power once more. So this is the fact that such cheap accusations, such cheap kind of uproar among the public that Indian airplanes can do this, Indian army can do this, Indian Air Force can do this and that kind of things. We can destroy, annihilate and demolish and ruin Pakistan within 15 minutes or 20. These kind of childish kind of things they are doing here. if a wise person watches their bulletins, their talk shows and their news bulletins and broadcasts, a wise person will laugh at them. Well, mean to say, well, how childish kind of attitudes they've got, just for petty issues, just to gain the uproar in the minds of the people, Hindu banyas, so that they could have their blood boiled and raise their voice again. The Muslims raise their voice again. The Pakistani, we are going to die, we are going to ruin, we are going to do this and that kind of thing in order to have our nationalists again. Can't they think? Can't Indian nation think what cause they have to send their troops to the Kashmiri land? I ask the question. The whole world is asking the question. The whole world body has given them the verdict to get their troops out of the land. No one is taking heed on it. It is an imperialist propaganda, neo-colonial propaganda, which is you can say fostered and cherished by some hidden forces, the world human rights champion countries. It is fostered by them. And India is only nothing more than a scapegoat. So, second point I'm going to make here in this video is that how come such petty thoughts? They think as if Pakistan is like a sleeping elephant and they are like a horde of, you can say, a whole pride of lions, and they are going to make a sleeping elephant their prey. It is impractical thing. Just try it. If you have such a wistful longing in your hearts, in your minds, and these wishes are popping out in your minds like anything that you want to quench the thirst of this war, then you better start it on your own. Then you will get a response. Our ISPR spokesperson, our DG ISPR already gave you the answer. Our Prime Minister already gave you the answer. And being a teacher, being a reforming person, being a thinker, I also give you my verdict. That try it. We are not sleeping here. We are all alive. We are lively people. We know how to raise the hands of friendship, and we know well enough how to raise the hands of enmity also. India must be a toddler in the genres of war. We've got such glorious history of dousing the conflicts and dealing with the situations like these. We have been having ghazwas, we have been having lots of Islamic history with us. So just try us. We prefer dying than letting anyone usurp our sacred land. Our army is with us. We are with our army. Keep it in mind. There isn't an iota of conflict between Pakistani army and Pakistani nation. We are one. Pakistani forces are the soul of Pakistan. Pakistani nation is the heart of this body. We are one. Our interests are not different. Our gains, our aims, our ambitions are not different. There mustn't be any question about it. So my second point that I actually tried my best to portray in front of you here, how comes that such cheap yellow journalism, such embedded journalism, and such crafted exploitative journalism Indian media is doing, and just in order to gain their ratings, just in order to gain their own interests, and just for the petty cause of raising an uproar in the whole of the country, so that the Hindus might get annoyed, they might get, you can say, belligerent and apoplectic, and they start raising the voice that what is our army doing, what is Pakistani doing with our paramilitary forces in Kashmir, and what is Indian army doing there, why are they not doing any kind of action against the Indians, against the Pakistanis. This is my second point. So keep it in mind, the Pakistani army, try it if you wish to. You won't even remain to get an answer written in the annals of history. God willing. By the blessing of Allah and by the blessing of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is our heart, this is our soul. Nara Takbir, Nara Risalat, Nara Haidari. This is our weapon. We don't believe in atomic bombs. We don't believe in wars. We don't believe in weapons, ammunition. We don't believe in arms and this and that kind of mundane things. We believe in these three things that I've told right now. This is our most lethal weapon. Beware of it. This is our most lethal weapon. That the whole of the world goes against us. These three weapons are enough for us. So, third thing is our response. First time, I've heard a very genuine, very legible, and very laconic kind of answer from the Pakistani side. So, this is my wish, this is my advice, this is my mentoring, whatever you wish to take it like, that if we must not do hypocrisy. We must be one-sided. Either the Indian nation should accept us as their foes, or they should accept us as their friends. The choice is yours. Whatever side you are going to do, either side you are going to do, we are going to respond likewise. So first of all, give a genuine, consistent, cohesive, and complementary platform to your ideas. Then we are going to do the same thing. And in the commercial world, in such a fast-paced world, how comes that you've got such a leisure time to these kind of politicking and these kind of, you can say, petty things? If you are going to do a genuine, truthful probe into these kind of happenings like Pulwama ones, so you might find your own government involved in that, as Bush administration was later on allegedly found involved in the 9/11 kind of thing. So you might do in a better, genuine way the probe kind of thing that you are going to do. Then you might feel that your own government was involved in that kind of thing, just in order to gain the attention, just in order to gain the hopes, just in order to gain the you can say himayat hasil karne ke liye of your own nation. तो मैं कोई बहुत बड़ा कोई पॉलिटिशियन नहीं हूँ. आई एम नॉट अ बिग पॉलिटिशियन. आई एम नॉट एन आर्मी पर्सन. आई एम नॉट इन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान. जस्ट आई एम अ टीचर. Being a teacher, I tell my students the things which are going on around in the world. So the purpose of making this video was to make Indian people aware that choose your destination, choose your point that you are going to deal with us. So हम एक समझदार कौम हैं. हम हर किस्म का हाथ आपके साथ बढ़ाने के लिए तैयार हैं. तो मेरी वीडियो के रिस्पांस में मुझे आपके कमेंट्स का, आपकी राय का इंतज़ार रहेगा. मेरे दिल की बात जो थी, द थिंग दैट आई वांटेड टू शो टू द होल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, इट सेड इट हियर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. तो आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. सो दीज आर द बेयर ट्रूथ्स. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद. नाराए तकबीर, अल्लाह अकबर, नाराए रिसालत, या रसूलल्लाह, नाराए हैदरी, या अली. And this is our hope, this is our everything, and by now I'm going to finish my video.